Okay. So I'm officially unemployed as of today, right? Um, but I just wanted to talk about um sentimentality, right? I don't know if that's a word or not. Like being sentimental, right? Because look, okay, I'm gonna sound stupid, right? But I worked with these people for 16, 17 days. Um, and like these are genuinely some of the best people I've ever worked with, right? Like they're also smart, also creative, also talented, really, right? And they're enjoyable to be around, right? They're not insuffering. They're all really insufferable. They're all sorry, it's really late. They're all really nice, right? And and today was our last day, right? And realistically, I'm never gonna see any of them ever again, right? Because I don't want to get into film. I just did this thing as like a fun summer thing to do because I thought it'd be interesting, and I got a really good film out of it. Um, and yeah, so one and only film I'll ever make, right? And I think it turned out all right. So I'm happy about that, right? I think it turned out really well actually, and I'm amazed we pulled it together. Considering how fucked we were, right? Yeah, I thought it was very good, but I just wanted to talk about how I've only known these people for 17 days, right? I've known them, like, I've known of their existence for a month, but I've only like, seen them in person for 17 days, right? Literally 17 days. And, um, and I'm gonna miss them, right? To some extent. Um, holy shit. Okay. Like, I'm not the type of person to get sentimental, right? Like, last summer, when I finished my job, I wasn't really, I should up. I wasn't really sentimental, right? Because I didn't really like half my coworkers I thought were annoying, first of all, and the other half, like, they were whatever, right? Like, I knew them. One of them went to my school, and I talked to him from time to time. And the others, I never talked to ever again, right? Um, yeah. I don't even know if I got their Instagrams or not. Low key, I don't remember. I think I did, but they might have like unfollowed me or something. I don't know. But yeah, um, I worked with them for like a while, right? I think I worked 6 weeks last summer, and this summer I only worked 4 weeks because the hours were so long, right? And like I'm actually sentimental, right? Which I'm surprised about because I'm rarely sentimental. Like when I went from middle school to high school, I was really sentimental about never seeing any of my middle school friends ever again, right? One, I thought a lot of them were annoying, to be fair. Um, yeah, right. And I don't know. Like, I, okay. So, the sentimental part comes from, like, the fact that realistically, you're never gonna see them again, right? And that's not, like, it's the permanence that actually, like, matters, right? This idea of, like, forever to us is so unconceivable and so unbearable that we struggle to grasp it, right? We struggle to understand it. And yeah. And then also I thought like I don't know, I just had a lot of fun this summer and um yeah, right? Yeah. And like the people I met there at like at work were like genuinely some of the greatest people I've ever gotten to work with, right? And while they might not be like book smart or whatever, not even necessarily book smart. Actually, that's true. Like half of them have like not well above average SATs, but obviously not like my school the average SAT is like a 13 something. Okay, it's outrageous. So it's obviously like they're not like that like, smart, right? But like they're they're genuinely like really good at what they do, right? And we made a great movie out of it. And yeah, it's gonna suck going back to school and going through that whole thing again, right? And yeah, yeah, I don't know. Like it's like if you want a philosophy on it, it's like nothing in the world is permanent, right? And we know that, right? Life itself isn't permanent, right? And like while you can say like that's a blessing in disguise because that's what makes it enjoyable, right? Like I'm sure I think 17 days plays a big part in this sentimentality, right? I don't think that's a word. Like it feels like we've barely gotten to know each other, but we also have gotten to know each other, and pretty well at that, right? And we've all like genuinely become friends, right? And goddamn, my voice is cracking up. Like again, I'm not even a sentimental person, right? But like we've only known each other for 17 days, right? Um, and like yeah, it felt like we only just got to know each other. God damn, I'm trying to keep a straight face. And um, shit. And now I'm never see any of them ever again, right? So that's interesting, right? And like obviously, fuck, lock the fuck in. And obviously I enjoyed my time with them, right? But like there was that permanence to it, and yeah, right. And like especially because I'm never gonna work in film again, right? Because I want to do investment banking on Wall Street, right? Um, it's hard, right? And yeah. Mm-hmm. Never thought I was a sentimental type. Not really, but it's harder when you vocalize it, right? But but yeah, right? Like but yeah. Um mhm. Right. So where was I? Like I can rationalize it, right? And I can philosophize. Um, yeah, sure, about it, right? Um, and nothing really is permanent, right? Um, but yeah, I mean, it sucks, right? Yeah, yeah. And, like I was writing about it, right? And especially in this like final moments, right? Like, um, uh, you do realize that like realistically, right? Like one of my favorite ever movies was Before Sunrise, and in that like they do realize that like it's unrealistic for them, right? And and like that's just the reality, right? Like obviously everybody is like logical at the end of the day, right? And they realize like it's the reality of the situation, and also like we realized at the beginning of the program that we only had 16 days, right? So we're being realistic, but um like yeah, right. And like I guess it's only hitting me now, and I'll definitely get over it, right? It's not like the end of the world, but like god damn, I should cheer up. But it starts, right? And yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I didn't expect myself to get this emotional on camera either. Shit. But yeah, like that's the situation, and um, mhm, yeah, yeah. I was writing about it, and it's like those final moments, you like you realize the the temporariness of everything, right? And yeah, yeah, and I mean, I think that's the beauty of things like social media, right? The fact that we can just contact each other whenever. But like for this, like also like in the movie before Sunrise, they obviously like have each other's phone numbers, right? But they realize it's just not gonna work, right? And obviously, when the summer ends, we're all gonna go back to our own lives and be too busy to even think about it, right? But like I guess in this moment, it's like I don't know, it's depressing, right? The idea of like the temperance of it, or temperance. I don't know if that's the word. Um, temporariness of it, the non-permanence of it. Okay, and yeah, uh huh. Like yeah, uh, like it's only so sweet because it's not, it doesn't last forever, right? Like that's the whole thing. Like vacations are only enjoyable because they don't last forever. Like you like if you spend a week in Hawaii, it's a great time. But if you spend um like a year just in vacation in Hawaii, then it probably gets boring eventually, right? And it's the same concept, right? But but yeah, like I think it's hitting especially hard this time, because last year I didn't really care, right? Because last year I was like a summer, I worked at summer camp basically, right? But this year, I mean, we we did something like creative together, right? And like we all had similar interests in movies, right? So we definitely got to know each other decently well, and and we genuinely like made something, right? And that's pretty cool. And yeah, yeah, and damn, I always made fun of people that cried on camera on YouTube because that was stupid. But like if you do it on purpose, it is still stupid, by the way. But like damn, uh, I'm not crying, by the way. Um, but yeah, like fucking hell. Um, like I don't know. I was also into finance, right? And I don't think that's gonna change. But like I don't know. I'm like genuinely really impressed with everybody, right? And yeah, like I don't know. I have write-ins from this afternoon, right? That's the good thing about being able to write, right? Yeah, like I wrote. This was in like the pitch dark, by the way. I'm surprised it turned out so neat. But it's like we've only had 16 days. Like we don't really know each other, but like at the same time we do, right? And yeah, right. And I think this is hitting me especially hard because I don't want to work in film, right? And I do finance, right? And um, I talked to my instructors, right? And they were like, uh, even if you do go into finance, you should always keep that creativity and uh that empathy, right? Because it goes a long way. And and I wrote how it's like melancholy, right? Uh, and it's bittersweet. It's like the one video where I hope it doesn't get views, right? Funny enough, shit, oh, fuck, I've never been, but it gets emotional about anything, right? And and it's the idea of like, fuck. I think I'm only reacting so much because it's like it just happened, right? And this probably happened a million more times in my life, right? But I don't know if it'll get easier with every subsequent one. And fuck. And yeah, I mean, I can't really be sad that it ends. And you should really just be happy that that happened in the first place, right? And I think tonight made me realize that I'm very grateful that I got rejected from every single one of those jobs and every single one of those internships. Fuck you, McDonald's, right? Um, right? McDonald's, I got rejected twice, right? But is yeah, like I genuinely had a great time, and yeah, I can't believe I actually got this emotional. I didn't think I'd get. Fuck. Yeah, yeah, and I was about to cry, but um, I mean, I wrote 3 pages. Fucking hell, I just wrote a book. Anything that gets me this emotional is surely uh to become a good book, right? But like, yeah, everything good comes to an end, right? And that's what makes it so sweet. And while I can rationalize it, and while I understand that, it doesn't make it stay less the moment, right? Like, you realize the pain for a bee sting goes away, right? But that doesn't mean it hurts any less in the moment, right? And, yeah. And you realize, like, when you get a mosquito bite, that annoyance is only temporary. And it'll happen a million more times, but every subsequent time, it doesn't get less annoying, right? And you can rationalize a lot of things, but humans, human emotions, they don't care about you rationalizing things because they're logical, right? And yeah, like today was tough because that's for me. Because I was like really writing, right, and I got really deep into it. Like everyone realizes that they're never see each other ever again. Realistically, probably, right? At least not in that sense, right? Um, but you also want to make the best of every last moment you have, right? And I think everyone did. I think it's great fun, and yeah, I mean, with technology and video, at least you can still look back on it, right? I always say that anything, uh, anything they forget isn't worth remembering, and so photos are stupid, right? But it is the one case where it's not, right? Because you will forget, and you will forget their faces, and you will forget their voices, um, but your photos, right? And videos, that's cool, right? And yeah, and I was looking at around, right? And a lot of people, like I don't think their group got really as close, right? Like, fuck, that looks so stupid. I don't think their groups got as close. And I was thinking about it. I was like, uh, do is it for 16 days? Is it easier to just not get close at all and not open up yourself? So it'll be easier in the end, or was it worth it to up myself, right? And to genuinely make friends. And I think the answer to that is yeah, it was worth it. And I would do it a million more times, right? And yeah, and you want to make the best of everything you have with these people, right? And while you didn't really know each other for too long, I think that's what makes it so sad, right? Because you never really got to know each other. You only knew each other for 16 days, but even even in spite of that, you became such good friends, right? Uh, yeah, I think that's the video. I'm gonna walk the fuck in, um, and go play some video games or something. And I think when I wake up tomorrow morning, um, I'll feel differently, right? But I mean, again, that's the beauty of video recording, right? I can always, and the internet will forever have me looking, looking stupid on camera, right? Yeah, yeah, and obviously, I'll stay in contact with at least some of them, right? For help, like my college essay and stuff, because a lot of them are helping me with that, which I appreciate a lot. And and they were wonderful help, and but it just like it just won't be the same, right? But I mean, I had great fun while it lasted, and yeah, yeah, I would do it all over again, and I would apply for this for the program a million times over, and I would have done it over every other internship. If I would have gotten that again, fuck everybody else. But yeah, yeah, and yeah, and dude, I was debugging on the subway when I was riding home, like literally just raw dog at the subway ride because it was like 9 o'clock and it's really quiet on the subway for once, and I was just staring out the window, and I didn't even really get remotely as sentimental, right? I guess it just hit me as I'm vocalizing, right? But I guess that's the video of human language, right? Yeah, no, I look really, really stupid right now, but yeah, again, really have ever gotten so sentimental. It's really weird. And I think it's just because like we were only given 16, 17 days really. And and I'm not really even a sociable person. And I spent a few lunches alone, right? And I don't really regret that, right? Because I guess my logic was this writing might actually go somewhere, so I might as well focus on that, right? Um, yeah, yeah, and it's weird. I didn't really think uh, I was so sentimental anyways. I'm very surprised I got this emotional, especially on camera. But I guess YouTube is a good therapist, right? Fuck me. But yeah, yeah. Good night, guys. Uh, yeah, yeah. Take some chances, right? 51-49, right? Which, fuck. Which I guess even applies to this. It's the name of my college essay, right? Even applies to this because I took a chance on a program that I didn't think I'd like, and I thought would be useless for my college admissions, and it would just be something cool, right? But it was one of the best experiences I've ever had, right? And yeah, good night, guys.